Regional help has arrived to lend assistance in solving the West Coast Babies triple murders of cousins Joel and Isaiah Henry and Iris Singh. The Guyana Police Force in a press statement today said a 5-member team of investigators from the Regional Security System arrived in the country today with the intent of assisting the Guyana Police Force with their investigations into the recent murders of Joel and Isaiah Henry and Iris Singh that occurred in the villages of Cotton Tree, West Coast Babies, and Number 3 Village. The team, according to the police spokesman Royston Andres Jr., is led by an assistant commissioner of police and comprises officials from the countries within the regional investigative management systems. President Irfaan Ali promised that regional and international assistance will be sought to bring the perpetrators to justice. The mutilated bodies of the Henry cousins were found in the backlands of Cotton Tree on the west coast of Babies, while Iris Singh was found in the backlands of Number 3 Village, West Coast Babies. His death was given as blunt trauma to the head.
Shh. It's your new secret. The all-in-one weapon for perfecting imperfections and capturing flawless skin. A lot of brands forget women of color or just don't understand that we come in all shades. From caramel to ebony, there's such a range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
The Ministry of Public Health plans to take action against what they call unauthorized industrial actions, and staff who have engaged in such activity will be dealt with according to the public service regulations. Now, that did not stop nurses and other frontline workers from continuing their protest action. The frontline workers are demanding risk allowance, wage increases, better working conditions, protective gear, and gratuity. The question was put to President Irfaan Ali on Saturday as to whether the request of the frontline workers is reasonable.
I have seen requests that are outside of the scope of what the country can afford. For example, I've seen requests for duty-free across the board, right? For nurses, I've seen...
After 6 years of service.
Well, then you can go to all categories of workers. We can't look, you see, when you're running a country and you're running a system, you can't only look at one category of workers. You have to look at a broad spectrum, because what you do in one category will affect what you do in another category. We are committed to ensuring that the prospects of workers are better. And by the end of this 5 years, I can assure the nurses, the doctors, the farmers, everyone will understand the full impact and positive impact of what we have on in the manifesto for them and their families.
The workers are saying that the billions put into the struggling sugar industry should not have been. The president responded.
The government, there's oil, all right? There was 2 offload payments that was made. I think one payment was $50 million. The government also would have received 18 or 16 million prior. All right, there is funds. Why open back a failing industry, sugar? You're spending billions on sugar when the healthcare workers aren't being addressed. Come on, what is sugar doing for the public when the healthcare workers are putting their life at risk? Why?
Let me get this straight. They're saying that we're spending $5 billion on the reopening of sugar, and that is the justification for their action.
They're saying that
where was the solidarity when more than 7,000 sugar workers were sent home? What was the situation then? Where was the solidarity when almost 1,000 bauxite workers lost their jobs? So are you saying that the government, and you have to, there was no socio-economic analysis of the impact of the closure of the estates? We forget that. We're missing that question. We don't want answer to that anymore. We understand, you can see, you can physically see the socio-economic impact of the closure of the estates in those communities. And we can't have apologies for bringing back those jobs, creating those jobs. Similarly, we can't have apologies for the subsidies we're going to put and the efforts we're going to put into bauxite or we're going to put into mining. Then I heard the budget is a private sector budget. How do we create growth? How do we create employment? How do we create opportunities? So those are the type of narrative that I find to be convenient and divisive.
It has been an uphill task for workers, many of whom have been battling to save lives as Guyana deals with the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. The workers are adamant that their demands are just and dismiss claims that their actions are political.
Range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75, Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
Comfort Sleep is continuing its humanitarian mission, and over the weekend the company distributed hundreds of hampers in New Amsterdam. Comfort Sleep year-round provides meals for children in Region 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the less fortunate children. And at the end of the year, the company would normally do Christmas parties, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this year's event has been called off. Managing Director of Comfort Sleep, Dennis Charron, said it warms his heart to give back knowing where he came from. He said this is an ongoing program for him.
Okay, this is a yearly program we do for the children here. We have roughly 300 children in the feeding program in Berbice. So we usually have a big Christmas party for them every year. But this year, unfortunately, we cannot do it because of the COVID-19. So I come up with this plan to bring out a set of grocery to give out for the last 2 to 3 months to replace that Christmas party. Other than that, we did one in August as well with the same parents of the kids then, because we know at this time it's a struggle due to the pandemic, and it's not Guyana alone, it's around the world, right? So whatever help we can do, we are trying to reach out. But we're concentrating first on our program that we have. It's over 500 children. Like tomorrow we will be on West Coast. And we have some in Diamond during the week. So this is an ongoing, it's an ongoing program for me. It's not a one-time thing. It's like ongoing all the time.
The program has been a success over the years, and Charron said the results in the classroom were a feeling of accomplishment for him.
Education is the best gift you can ever think about getting and growing up. Nobody can take that from you, but that can take you through the world.
Charron said this was one of the many initiatives that his company would continue annually, and he hopes that other franchises who are based in the city or even Berbice can realize how great an impact they can make in the lives of those in need by donating or creating programs that will bring smiles and happiness to the hearts of many. Melissa Khan, News and Up.